Stephen, last week was very much about a solid attacking performance. Today was much more about the defence. How was that one for you?
Yeah, look, there are two different games of football. Last week there was a lot of different factors: style of play of the opposition, the pitch, the weather, and from a mental standpoint, we had to prepare differently. Today, obviously, we knew Dungannon would come. Roddy McGree's an excellent coach. We knew they'd come, and they'd play very, very different to last week's game. So it's a complete different mindset required. Obviously, they have lots of little nippy, tricky players who like to get into half spaces and create 1v1 duels, which we knew, and I felt we dealt with quite well in the first half, even though they've struck the post. But I felt we competed well in the first half. We knew they left an awful lot of space when they built up, and I suppose our focus all week was trying to capitalise that space. So I think we probably got behind our back line 7-8 times where we had them stretched, and again, decent amount of crosses into the box, which you would like to think one will eventually pay off. And obviously McCluskey puts a hell of a delivery in, and their defenders have to react. It comes off the crossbar, and then our centre forwards in the right position at the right time to put in the net. So again, everything we've kind of prepared for the boys this week kind of come out in the game, which is pleasing from a coaching aspect. But to get the buy-in from the players is always massively important, and I suppose you've probably seen two different sides of us from last week and this week, so that's always pleasing. 1-0 win, can't complain, a clean sheet.
And also then back-to-back wins for the first time this season, starting to put a good run of performances together, as well as obviously the results. Special mention to Conor Kerr, man of the match, filling in at centre half, not maybe too comfortable in there ordinarily. Ribsy again, excellent today, player of the month. Players are starting to really put their hand up and be recognised for the players that they are, aren't they? Yeah,
well listen, look, I stood in front of this camera here two weeks ago in the Glenavon game, and I questioned the players, not whilst throwing them under the bus or anything, questioning, we're here to play and develop, and that's my job, is to coach the players and fit them into a system that we see best. And listen, they've reacted the last 2 weeks, and they have to understand that we're in a pressure situation when you're down around the bottom. For a club like Glenavon, which is a huge club, we should be pulling away from that. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful to any other club, but we got to pull away and start building and being successful again. So players do need to be starting to step up and be accounted for, and they have. Listen, they've given us everything since we've come in the door. We've never questioned them, and look, we're really pleased with the last 2 weeks because we've took maximum points and showed two different sides of us.
Looking forward then with a cup match away at Valley on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Bit of a track for a lot of people, including yourself.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts going into that one?
It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. Last 16 of the cup, getting to the quarterfinals doesn't come around every day of the week, and I believe it's a cup that the club haven't done overly well in recent years. So we rode our luck in the last round, and Sean Ward scored two absolute worldies to keep the tie alive and win it. But I think we have to now look at where we've come in the last 6 weeks under our guidance. The performance we've turned out, and especially the last 2 wins, will give the group some confidence. So we have to go there and win. That's the mentality we want. We want to be in the hat for the next round, and that's how we'll be approaching the game.